players in practice and everything like that. Awesome to see everyone get recognized in this kind of moment.
Well, like you bring up all those pieces, those players in practice that don't get on the floor tonight, they're the ones that put the effort in to get them tougher, ready to go, and they don't get to this point without all those good, hard, competitive practices every day. And then depending on how that support staff works together to really help you get things done and in place, definitely a fun thing. And I do love that they let everybody step out and get recognized.
No, it's a very, very cool thing. So, and like you say, it takes a lot to get these programs running, and especially to run a good program, to get to this point in the championship season, a championship type season. Those grueling practices, right? Those players, like you say, they might not play a whole lot of minutes in a championship game tonight, but they are every bit a part of the success and the results that have come forth. Canyon View's now about to have their rest of their roster announced for today as the players are lined up in order, making it easy for our camera guy, Joe. Very cool. Joe's got the swivel cam going, helping you bring that coverage here tonight as well. Well, let's talk reserves a little bit here. How deep do you expect either side of these two teams to go tonight?
The foul trouble can dictate that at times. Both of them yesterday using their bench very well. Canyon View seems to run about 9 in and out, and they do sometimes have to protect a little foul trouble. Mainly Spencer needs to stay on the floor. She does a lot. She's a little turbo out there for him. She fouled out yesterday. For Emery on the other side, I talked about Arlie Cowley, but they do a nice job of getting in and out. Probably going to look a little more like 7 rotating for them. But those minutes off the bench, giving the break, making things happen are key. And then how the coaches choose to use that. Sometimes you can give a guy or give a player a rest even just by bringing somebody else on the other side.
As the starting lineups are about to be announced for the Emery Spartans and the Canyon View Falcons, as we got a video presentation here before. A little bit of a new wrinkle here at the UCCU Center as they begin these starting lineups, as they're showing the different players up here on the video board.
It's fun how they have their name and just some action shots around with them playing and getting the highlights. Some of them, they've done some good work. Some of them from home if they don't have a shot of them playing on the floor.
A very cool thing as
Emery's got the seniors, the juniors, the sophomores represented up there.
Yep. A very, very tight-knit group that Coach Faimalo has put together with those coaches. And again, just a very cool presentation. So many that deserve to be recognized for both sides getting to a state championship game. And the UCCU Center doing a fantastic job putting on a show here in Orem.
Fun slideshow with them all.
I was going to say,
they
are giving we were talking about everyone that deserves some love. Well, the folks at Emery making sure that that this came along. So very, very well done here as the We Are Spartans logo comes up top. Now for the Canyon View side of things. They got the 5 seniors, and we're going to get a little video in with Canyon View on this side of things. Is again just a fantastic season for the Falcons, and we talked about this already in this pregame, Dustin. We kind of saw this coming. We knew this had a chance to be a special season with how much run this current group of seniors has gotten over the course of the years, and you're seeing that on this highlight reel up here on the Jumbotron. Speaks to the work of this group, right? Not being satisfied, thinking, oh, I started varsity as a sophomore, that's pretty cool. They didn't think it was pretty cool that they got bounced in the first round of the tournament the last few years. They have put in so much work and so much effort, and really look where that leads, right? Not being satisfied, not being content, despite maybe some triumphs early on.
I like how you bring that piece up, is that they've just continued to fight to get better, and they put the time in. A lot of times when you do start early in your career, a lot of players will settle in and just be right there, but not this Canyon View group, as we get to watch the video of all the different action shots they have in their video. Just a lot of fun. They've put so much time together. They know each other really, really well. They got the region championship as they just show it there on the Jumbotron.
As a little bit of a cheer, I'm guessing, before they headed off to state on the drive up from Cedar City. Starting lineups now being announced. Wearing number 1 for the Emery Spartans, they are going to go with the senior Callie Jensen.
Coming out on the other side, you've got number 4. She's a senior, Maylee Spencer.
Wearing number 11 for the Spartans, the junior Cabry Gordon.
On for Canyon View, number 5, the sharpshooter, Maya Nichols. She's a senior as well.
Starting for the Emery Spartans, wearing number 14, Skyly Guyman, just a sophomore.
And number 12, Cambry Potter. She's the lone junior in this starting crew.
Starting for the Spartans, they go with number 22, Caitlin Nielsen. Excited to watch her play in her final game in a Spartan uniform, the senior.
The sender, she brings the size for him. Number 20, Emery Miles. She's a senior as well.
They're going to go with number 35, the senior Sage Curtis. That rounds out the starters for the Spartans.
And Bethany Vargas, she's a senior, number 34. She will all be on the floor all game long.
Spartans coached, as mentioned, by John Faimalo, has done a phenomenal job. Also the football coach, and has done a great job there with that Emery football team.
And for Canyon View, JC Braunhorst, coaching Canyon View, has been with these girls the whole time. She does a great job as well.
Well, you talk about continuity amongst players, continuity amongst coaching staff, another important thing.
They've had a couple pieces in and out with assistants, but generally speaking, JC's been there and doing a nice job. Got him here.
Canyon View in the home whites with the teal and pink as the tip is won. Spencer ahead to Potter, right to the rim. No good. Rebound, Caitlin Nielsen.
I like the offensive tip. Good pass by Maylee, but just not able to connect there.
Spartans in their road blacks with a yellow trim. As right side goes the Spartans to start. Skip it to Nielsen. Kick in the corner. Open 3. Jensen. Jumper. Buckets. Right off the bat.
Got a huge screen right there to seal in, so Cabry set it up for her.
Pressure from the Spartans. Skip from Spencer. Right side Nichols. Maya sets her feet. The answer, no. Great box out and board inside. Coming in, it was Michaela Truman.
We didn't see that press all game long. That was Emery showing some pressure early.
Left side with it is Skyly Guyman, just a sophomore. Sends over right side, loading up for 3. It's strong. Fight for the rebound. Jensen's got it. Send back out. Top of the arc, the drive from Curtis. Now give back up. Jensen thought about it. Poked from behind. Ends up in Nielsen's hands on the left side where she likes it. Great defense again. Emery Miles.
Yeah, walled up. Like Potter will be able to tip that out, and they'll need a little transition like that. They're trying to get up the floor.
Potter skips Vargas. Hesitates. Drives in the lane. Sends to Maylee. She's going to rise for 3. Front rim, back rim, no. Offensive rebound, Miles. Putback doesn't go. Caitlin Nielsen, the rebound.
And the backside help, just walled up so tough. That was fun to see out of Sage Curtis.
Jensen with the left-hand dribble. Sends low to Nielsen. Skip it over, right side. The pump fake and drive from Gordon. Sends corner now to Guyman. Jensen catches free throw line. Sends right side, pump fake and drive. Skip it back up top to Guyman. And now Jensen will reset, but just 10 on the clock here. They go to Nielsen, pumps, turns, shoots. No, but a foul, an early one on Emery Miles. A good move there by Nielsen.
She doesn't drop her hands very often, but that time as Nielsen uses that drop step, she just ends up dropping her hands and getting herself into trouble. Canyon View going into a 2-3 zone that possession, and Emery being patient, work the ball, and when you can get that down into Caitlin Nielsen on that left block like you talked about, she's a lefty, that is a sweet spot for her.
Misses the first of 2, second for Nielsen drops. 4-0 Emery High School to start here on Canyon View.
Full court, 2-2-1 press, and that speeds them up, and it goes flying out of bounds. Jumped it right out of that made free throw.
Yeah, this is fascinating to see here early out of the Spartans. Nielsen on the year at the free throw line, 74%. Pretty good for your leading scorer. Ball goes down to Nielsen. Power dribble again. Picks it up, sends left side Jensen. Skip over in the corner. Pump fake from Guyman. She's going to skip it over to Curtis. She fires a right wing triple. It's long, and that will go back to Canyon View.
Good movement in the zone, able to close out and make those shots tough. We talked about that yesterday. Those shots went in against Grantsville on that skip.
Ball up, deflection, excellent hands. The sophomore Guyman, they're going to say, then last touch by Potter, and it goes back.
And the crowds, they're not too sure that's what they saw. We might agree with them.
I think Emery was expecting to get back and play some defense, but instead, Spartan basketball. Still no points from Canyon View, 2+ minutes into the quarter. Curtis comes off the high screen, gives to Nielsen. Nielsen left-hand dribble, sends corner Jensen. Jensen drives baseline, sends it back out high. Curtis sets her feet. That three-pointer has a little hitch. It's no good off the back rim. Good box out from Emery Miles.
Lifted into a 1-2-2. They screened the top of it to start their action. Fun to see if that screen and roll against the zone will work.
Nichols, the jumper, no good. Spartans, another board. They've been boxing out really well.
They sure have held them to one and done, and they did that yesterday as well.
Jensen runs right into Spencer. Tie-up. That is going to be just a fun matchup to watch the rest of the night.
Yeah, Maylee's so good. She's quick. She stays right up in you. And that time able to go in with two hands and get the tie-up.
Baseline out of bounds here. Curtis sends back to Jensen.
They went man.
Go middle. Kick out in the corner. Pump fake and drive from Gordon. Back up top, Jensen fakes with it. Drives, shovel pass. Nielsen draws the double. Sends it back up top. The left-hand drive from Guyman. She picks it up, gives back door, and it will come back up to Gordon. Now Jensen straight away, 7 on the clock. Dump down. Nielsen pivots, shoots, and scores. Left hand on the left side.
And that they just execute really well. They pass till they get the shot that their team wants.
Vargas, skip right side Nichols. Skip left side to Spencer. Back up top Vargas. She's going to skip right side to Potter. She'll jab with it. Full skip to Spencer. Maylee, right-hand dribble. Going to get a bump and a foul up front on the Spartans.
So that skip shifting the zone, and that's where Maylee's able to get downhill with a good pass. Then that brings the closeout. If the foot's high, go ahead and attack it. Maylee seeing that and drawing the foul. They're going to use this 1-4 low to try to flatten out that zone.
Megan Stilson in off the bench for the Spartans. First sub either way. Potter, a deep college three, grazes the rim. Good board inside by Cabry Gordon.
Neither team right now with the three ball being anywhere close.
Jensen goes behind the back with it, sends over right side Stilson. She'll drive it right hand, puts up the shot for two. A good drive, but falls off the back rim.
And again, Canview just all white jerseys down underneath the basket, boxing out, getting rebounds.
Spencer, right wing three, long. Rebound, Potter sends back out Nichols. Maya jabs into a tough long two. Well, you know, that's how it goes for Maya Nichols. She knocks it down.
One dribble pull-up's the name of her game. She can come off of screens and she can give you a head fake. That's what gets her feet set.
And now after a made basket, Canyon View brings the pressure.
So both teams showing us some full court. This one got a diamond look to it. We'll see if she comes traps it. She does, but it's not full speed and nobody dropped down. So
talk about them using middle really well. Just did right there with Stilson. Back up to Jensen.
And that's the way you can break that. If that was a 1-2-1-1.
Guyman goes corner. Up top, Gordon, left side with it. Picks the dribble up. Now Jensen will reset, but just 18 on the clock. Canyon View doing a good job forcing late shot clock situations here. Stilson the fake, gives back to Nielsen. Nielsen left hand, puts it on the floor to the tin for two wide, but a foul, and if that's on Emery Miles, that is two on the senior center.
That's rough. Starting out the first quarter with those two fouls, and you got to give Caitlin Jensen all the credit in the world as she has just kept going after. Apparently didn't give her enough room to fall. She didn't get her on the shot up in the air, but you're still shoot her until you hit the ground. And she fell down into Miles, and that's going to have to bring in Blackner to give her a break. She'll probably likely sit the rest of the quarter.
Going to see Peyton King come in. Peyton's done some nice things in this tournament off the bench for them.
She brings some good physical play. She gets after it and fills a really good role of toughness. And that'll give Potter a break as well. So down underneath, the ones that have been guarding Caitlin doubling up, rotating out.
Second shot, Nielsen, good. 7-2, Emery leads it with 3:19 to go as the Spartans now with some pressure. Vargas goes right up the middle, dribbles through traffic, takes it coast to coast. No, but a foul, and Bethany Vargas will find herself at the free throw line. Emery doesn't like the call. Shocker, we're in a state championship game.
Yeah, that's right. But I like Vargas. She's had to sprint from the half line up the middle of that 2-2-1 because it had spread out, got the catch, and then just turned and went right back at the rim. As she's moving down the rim, she doesn't go over the front of the rim. She pushes herself over to that left side, which gives her a much better angle for the backboard and draws that foul.
The sophomore, Aaliyah Cowley, checks in for Emery. Expect a good presence for her right now.
Made a huge impact yesterday in that game, and she brings some good size and control for the Spartans as she comes in, gathers up that rebound to start with.
Vargas splits the pair, 7-3 Spartans. Stilson gets it up, left corner. Gordon with it. Sends back up top, Stilson. Right-hand dribble. Sends it high to Cowley. She walks with it. Goes to Canyon View.
Matley jammed up on her right there. She was pivoting, kind of made her uncomfortable. Working against the 2-3 zone, that's where Matley's able to pick her up outside and away from the basket.
Vargas goes back to Spencer, skip it up Nichols right side, breaking the pressure seemingly with ease, skips it over to Spencer, wide open triple on the way, no. Long rebound, excellent job inside by Blackner. Bounce pass up top, Vargas, thought about the three, splits, loose ball taken away, Stilson.
Good gap presence right there. The zone closed the gap and took the ball away.
Jensen left-hand dribble, sends over in the corner. Three on the way, good. Buckets out of the corner. A triple from Cabry Gordon.
Emery's made a big focus against the zone to use that corner.
Spencer gets it to Vargas now. Swing right side to Nichols. Nichols with the ball, back up Vargas. Bethany skips over. Spencer thought about the three, skips Vargas. She's going to try straight away. In and out, rebound inside to Nielsen, and the three-point shot not falling for Canyon View.
And sometimes teams, they like to fall in love with that against the zone because it'll always be there. There'll be a three available. They're just not able to get them to drop yet.
Stilson finds Nielsen, free throw line, skip pass in the corner, caught. Drive here from Gordon, gives it over to Stilson. She'll wind up with a literal wind-up. Rebound comes down inside to King.
Canyon View's trying to see if they can get some momentum. Need a bucket. And that can get them going pressing.
Vargas left hand, sends corner, Spencer rises, fires. That is no good. Another offensive board for Blackner. Vargas inside for two, lays it up and in. Much better look, Bethany Vargas.
Well, on Bethany, she recognizes somebody's got to go to the rim, and she's done it a couple times there for Canyon View. Good job to attack and cut this back down to a two-possession game.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it on the Mid-Utah or on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Emery basketball, Canyon View, you spent the timeout.
Got the girls the rest, came out and using that 1-2-2, but Emery knows how to break it.
Stilson inside low. Cowley puts up the shot. No, Nielsen's right there to clean it up and lay it in for two.
Just sitting there on the offside with that left hand, ready to use it.
Vargas right hand dribble. Hands back to Potter. Potter with the left hand, skip over Spencer. Maley gives baseline. This drive from Blackner, deflected, stolen.
Emery defense just so tough.
Stilson over right side. Gordon sets her feet, fires a right wing triple. It's a little short. Rebound comes down inside to King.
That's King. She cleans up. She'll always go in for a rebound.
Spencer with the basketball up top. Vargas skip right side. Potter. Potter's going to give now. Vargas straight away. Potter on the right wing. Back to Vargas. Playing hot potato with it. Now swing at Potter. Spencer right wing, trying to get the zone moving a little bit more. Spencer comes to the basketball, drives it, loses it, gets it back, shovel pass to Vargas. She'll pump, get in the lane, bounce baseline to Blackner. 7 on the clock, Blackner shoots, no good. Rebound inside to Gordon.
And Emery having an opportunity, if they'd like to, take the last shot. They've been pretty methodical.
Stilson picks up the dribble, gives it over left side to Hurst. Now on the block, Cowley. Free throw line extended with 6, with 5. Gordon with 3, with 2, and with 1. They've got to get the shot up, and they don't. Well defended by Canyon View. That takes us to the end of 1. Emery High 12, Canyon View High 5. Second quarter action next right here on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters. And every path leads to new possibilities.
Current Chevy owners can get $7,850 total value on this 2025 Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
This is Nate Christensen at Zions Bank. We're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. And with a branch right around the corner, we're here for you wherever you are. For all your personal and business banking needs, come visit us and let us show you how Zions Bank is for you.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. It is 12-5 after 1 quarter of play. Tanner Wilkinson and Dustin Shakespeare here with you. Thoughts on the opening period?
Emery really disciplined in their defenses, running that full court, running the 2-3. They've held Canyon View to 1 and done and a lot of long threes. They've been able to get those longer rebounds.
Vargas goes low to Potter, sends back high. Spencer Maley drives left side. Vargas loses it for a moment, recovers with 21 on the shot clock. Spencer skips right side. Nichols, Maya ball fakes, goes middle, good cut from Vargas, just lost the basketball. King picks it up though, scores big basket for Canyon View.
Good job by King to understand, but Vargas's cut from that backside into the hole against that zone was good movement off the ball to get things moving.
Stilson's got it, skip far side on the drive from Guyman. Now back in the corner as Curtis pulls it back out. Reset here for Stilson.
King just enough pressure right there to take the transition away.
Nielsen, baseline, jumper, Guyman overshoots it. Nichols the rebound.
King just went face guarding Nielsen. They were shutting her off in that.
Vargas, catch and shoot triple. Nearly banked it in. Rebound inside by Curtis. She is fouled inside.
Emery got a few of those banks to go for him yesterday that were huge. Canview not getting that one to roll in. Still just a good 2-possession game, but now Canview is going to be able to set up their full court pressure, but they're pulling off the ball, so going more to that 2-2-1, similar to what Emery has been running on them.
Spartan basketball, 3 seconds to get it across, and they do so. Over on the left side, it's Guyman. Skip it, right side to Curtis. Now to Stilson. They feed low to Nielsen. Nielsen with Miles on her, King, the drive, the shot, no, but a foul. Inside, a good take by the sophomore Skyly Guyman.
Well, she stepped to the ball from Nilton as Nilton got walled up on and was really struggling, and it was heavily deflected. She came for the loose ball, gathered it up, and went straight up. Like the time she's put into being able to just get it and then know where she's at around the floor and go up. So from the broken play, they tried to close out too hard and foul her.
Guyman hits the free throw. So we're now going to see Blackner return. Jensen back in for Emery.
Emery hasn't fouled much, but they have been getting Canyon to foul, and that's having an impact.
13-7. Short on the free throw. Rebound Spencer. Gets it up ahead Vargas. Right side Bethany attacks with the left hand, gives to Potter. Potter skip past Spencer. Maley jabs with it, will drive it baseline, give to the cutting Vargas. It's deflected. Good hands by the Spartans, but Vargas recovers. 3 from Maley out of the corner. That is no good. Fight for the board. Good tip by Guyman to Jensen. Long outlet to Nielsen. Nielsen hits her feet. It's low, sends it back up top. The dribble drive, the runner, the bank, no good. Tip out, controlled by Blackner on the look from Hurst.
And take a look, see if Canview can settle in and get another good look at the rim.
Spencer skips Nichols, pump fakes with it. Goes back door. Save to
That was
Vargas.
a great save.
Will drive it. Foul baseline on Emery.
So far here in this girls' championship game, not allowing the physical play on the ball. They've been pretty quick to call those fouls. Callie and Gordon going to come back in the game. Caitlin is going to take a break. That'll definitely obviously have an impact on how Emery's running their offense, but now Canview can change their defense a little bit.
Potter straight away with it. Vargas goes right side. Potter skip pass, left corner Nichols. Maya jabs with it, draws the double, saves it over to Potter. Now baseline taken away. Yes, picked up by Cowley. Great read by Curtis off the back door.
Good length and able to catch that, like you said, just read it really well.
Baseline, Guyman, skip pass, Jensen. Takes it to the hole, banks and scores. Spartans game high 8-point lead now at 15-7.
Just punishing Canview is just getting long on their closeouts. Made them pay.
Nichols straight away with it, goes to Spencer left side. Down low, the catch from Blackner, send back Spencer. 18-foot baseline jumper is no good. Rebound controlled by Guyman.
Just forcing outside shot after outside after outside shot, except for Vargas.
Great paint catch from Callie. She can't finish. Vargas. Outlet to Nichols. Who's going to get there first? Maya there with Curtis. Euros. Can't finish. Rebound inside to Curtis.
Great job getting back and getting walled up on Maya to where she chooses to use the Euro over the front of the rim.
Cowley's got it. Spencer deflects it. Ends up right here, and Coach Faimalo's as emphatic of a timeout as we've seen at this tournament.
And he had asked for one earlier, and so that's where some of this frustration came back, is this officiating crew not catching the timeouts he's asking for.
Now it is loud in here. We'll keep it here for this 30-second timeout. You just mentioned something on our kind of the last change of possession, Dustin. Forcing outside shots are the Spartans. What more do you want from them defensively?
Well, they're tight. They're moving very well and disciplined in that zone. They know I like the trap down in the corners when it's there, but then they're staying in and in front of, and so off the skips, they're getting decent looks, and they're open enough. But that's what Emery's counting on, is you shooting those tough twos, those threes with enough pressure that they can go get a rebound, come back down the floor. And so far here in the game, it's definitely favoring them that way.
15-7, 4:23 to go in the opening half. We talked about Canyon View struggling in second quarters. Well, it hasn't hurt them because they've been good in first quarters. That was not the case tonight. Only had 5 after 1. They've got 2 here in quarter number 2. Keep an eye on it. We talked about conditioning. This is day 3 of game. 3 games in 3 days.
3 games in 3 days, and you see both coaches using timeouts a little early, giving a break. Canview needs to get some momentum, get a bunch of scores for them.
Ball goes left side low to Gordon. The double comes. Vargas just takes it away. Transition opportunity. Vargas lays it up and in for 2. That's exactly on cue with what you said.
That's what they had to have. Try to get that back to a possession game. They can put their pressure on and steal the ball again.
Spencer's there with Jensen. Will get a tie-up. Stays with the Spartans.
Both these teams showing you they like to press off the make right there. That's what Canyon needs. They need to see the ball go through the hoop so they can jump in and try to take it from you again.
Nielsen's going to check back in. Megan Stilson returns as well.
You watch that, Coach Faimalo watching a little momentum coming to Canyon View, quickly gets Nielsen back in the game.
Jabri Sharp checks in for Emery. Ball goes middle to Nielsen. She pumps with it, draws a soft double, hands off to Jensen, right to the rim, tries the scoop. Rebound to Emery Miles.
That 1-2-2 was more stable as Nielsen was up and away. It moved a little cleaner.
Spencer goes low. Miles turns, puts up the shot. No. Rebound inside Stilson.
Coach Braunhurst bringing Miles back in here at the end. She's kept her out most of the quarter with those 2 fouls. She's got 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play.
Nielsen turns, shoots, and scores. Beautifully done.
You got to know she's left-handed. That was just, It's just one of the great things about being left-handed. Oh, Miles is wide open.
Wide open. Spencer drops a dime. Miles lays it up and in.
Off the make, Canyon View quick out in transition to beat that press over the top of it.
Ball goes middle to Stilson. She'll drive. Spencer poked it free. Stilson recovers it and then deflected off of Stilson by Maylee Spencer. Maylee's missed some shots, right? She hasn't had a great offensive half. That defensive intensity has not slowed for 1 minute. No hanging the head.
Yeah,
great body language despite not having a great offensive game.
That's what you'd expect, and you cannot dribble the ball with her coming from behind. You've got to put the ball in front of you and protect it because she'll come get it.
Jensen drops a dime to Nielsen, but it dropped two underneath the basket.
She's not able to get her body in control. It just was going too fast.
Vargas gives it over right side. Nichols. Reset here for Canyon View with 2:45 to go in the half. 17-11, Emery leads it. Spencer, skip pass high to Nichols. NBA range three, long. Box out Nielsen. Emery Miles tips it out of bounds. Good effort, but in vain for Canyon View.
It's really interesting to watch that zone move on the bottom. It almost had a 1-3-1 feel as Jensen would stay. It seems like over with Miles, and that other forward would run the baseline over to help on the other side.
Jensen with the basketball, picks up the dribble, goes middle, Nielsen. Pumps with it, power dribble, sends it back, Jensen, open triple, strong, rebound Stilson, skip pass, pump fake, give back to Jensen.
Big offensive rebound.
Shovels into Nielsen, 15-footer, can hit, and does with a soft touch.
That you're starting to see. It seems like Canyon View's starting to get winded just a little bit as they're not so quick to go get that rebound. Emery capitalizing.
Deflection.
Almost turn it over. That pressure changing.
I find it so fascinating, right? Canyon View known for pressure, right? That's Grantsville known for pressure. Spartans know what they're doing. Like it is no joke the way they're able to break the press and then flip it on these teams, right?
And they're pushing pressure back on Canyon View. Good adjustment.
Miles, 15-foot jumper off the back rim. That soft touch doesn't go. Potter taps it. They're going to say stays with stays with Canyon View. Last touch by Emery.
See if they can get something going baseline out of bounds. Emery's been able to take them away. They use this 1-4 low. It makes how your zone has to play. That usually can open.
Nichols misses the open three. Spencer now going to try a three. That's good. They say a two.
Yeah. She was up in there and got closer to where she could maybe get one that can help you start getting that zone to move a little more.
Nielsen to the rim. Sidestep. Can't finish. Good job by Emery Miles, staying flat-footed, forced the adjustment, threw off balance.
You get back to a 6-point game, I'd probably look to see if I can get Miles out so she doesn't get a third foul.
Potter in and out, a great look, rebound Stilson. Brings it across the timeline in transition. Send back out to Jensen. Jensen pumps with it, left hand, feeds to Caitlin. Down low, double team, sends left side, back out to Gordon. Gordon's going to give it back up top to Stilson, goes middle, Nielsen. Free throw line, sends it over in the corner. Pump fake, gets Miles in the air, gets to the rim, puts up the shot. No, the help from Potter disturbed that one.
Miles heads up to pull back and not go get a foul. You got about a 20-second difference on the shot clock here.
Nichols gives Potter left side. Skip pass to Nichols.
Miles keeps saying, I've got a mismatch here.
Spencer, open baseline J for two, and she hits it again.
That ball movement allowed Miles to seal the bottom of that zone in because as they shifted, Caitlin got hung over and she was behind. That sealed the zone for that nice jumper.
Push shot from Guyman, no good. Rebound to Miles. She's going to get it. Shot clock is off here for Canyon View.
And if you're Canyon View, don't go early. Let Miles not have to play another possession of defense.
And they try to thread it.
Back on it.
Nielsen's got it. Gets it up ahead. Stilson, 12 seconds to play. Wide open down the floor. For the two is good. Not using the backboard. Jabri Sharp.
And you could just see they were just about to break them open. And they finally do and get an easy one.
Vargas at the horn. No. That will take us to the half. Emery 21. Canyon View 15. We'll break it down next on our halftime show. Coming up right here on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Are you a new CDL license holder? If so, Barney Trucking would like to train and pay you to become a world-class truck driver on state-of-the-art equipment. They also provide you with reliable, courteous support, a fantastic wage, paid holidays, solid benefits, home daily schedules, paid time off, an excellent safety record, and respect. Dependable truck drivers have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. Start your outstanding career by applying today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. Halftime. Emery 21, Canyon View 15. Tanner Wilkinson and Dustin Shakespeare with you. Again, happy to have Brad James, the award-winning statistician, along with us. What do the numbers of the Bradfather tell us here at halftime, Dustin?
Turning over the ball. Canyon View has turned it over 8 times. I like Emery coming out, jumping on him with that pressure and getting him in tough spots and turning him over. Those turnovers have helped him out. Also, Emery having Caitlin Jensen scoring almost half their points. They've got 21. Caitlin Jensen has 10. As we look at the rebounding match, what's taking place there, Canyon View has 19 boards. They're beating Emery by 2. And they also have 5 offensive rebounds, and Emery only has 3. So rebounding very much leaning to Canyon View. But we saw down the stretch of that second quarter, Emery starting to get a couple offensive rebounds, starting to get by him. And they were able to come out with it getting too far, but that did change. See if Canyon View gets back to the rebounding. Shooting from the field. Overall from the field for Emery, 32%. From 3, just 28%. They're 2 for 7. And then from the free throw line, 50%. 3 for 6. On the other side of the floor, just 25% from field goal area. And we talked about it. They're not at the rim. Vargas has gotten to the rims. Finally, Nichols was able to get there, but it was guarded well. She went into a half a euro and went over the front of the rim, and it just rolled out. They have struggled to get anything going inside the paint. And then we can't say that it's been any better from 3.
No.
They're 0 for 11.
Wow.
0 for 11. And I like at least they adjusted and started getting in closer, but you've got to get some action somewhere. You can't just sit back and count on that three-point line. Now, you're going to need some. Don't quit shooting them, but go get something at the rim and get that momentum flowing and then let it fly.
21-15 our score here at the half. Appreciate Brad James giving us some stats. We'll take another break, come back. Keys to the second half of this 3A championship game. Emery and Canyon View coming up next right here on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters. And every path leads to new possibilities.
Current Chevy owners can get $7,850 total value on this 2025 Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. Halftime, Emery 21, Canyon View 15. Dustin, let's talk some keys to this second half. Specifically, let's start on the Canyon View side of things trailing, right? We talked about how the Emery defense has forced a lot of tough outside shots. 0 for 11 from 3, that's not fallen. What do you want to see differently out of Canyon View?
They've got a good action against that zone. They go 4 out, and then they have a horseshoe worker. Their post works high and low post, and they cut in off of their movements, but they're not being patient enough to ever get them a pass inside. If they would wait and get a catch on that flash and then turn and face, they can dump it down to the post. They can throw opposite for 3. That's a very different feeling 3 when you can throw opposite right there, rather than what they've been settling just a side 3. So that action they have is good, but they're not utilizing the middle. So if you don't suck the zone in, then you're shooting college 3s and you're 0 for 11. So you've got to get in and get something going inside. And realistically, they love transition, and Emery has taken that away. And so they've got to find a way to get a little transition, try to break them free, but generally they've got to be patient and get paint touches. If you don't hit the drop zone, you can't pass inside. If you don't ever get in the rack zone, it's hard to score a layup if you're not there.
Without question. I'm just floored by how good Emery's defense is in transition, right? That's the MO of Grant, so that's why they're here. And it kind of works out for them that they're playing a similar style team here this evening.
It does. Those are a lot of similarities, and that does make a difference. The other thing is they take care of the ball. With only 4 turnovers, then that helps you not put them out in transition. You're taking really good shots. They understand shot selection. We've seen Caitlin. But how they get her the ball, generally late in the clock, because they're moving the ball. She's getting the seal, she's getting rotated over and getting in position, and they just work it until either they've got a wide open shot that they like, or which they've gotten some of those, hitting 2 threes, or they dump it in, and that's why she's got almost half of their points, as they just know, get the lefty the ball on the left block, and good things will happen.
Second half just about to get started. Canyon View has not come out yet of the locker room.
Working on some of those adjustments. It's been interesting here. It seems like they come out a little slower. I wonder if those locker rooms have good buzzers or what's going on. But they're a little slow as they come out. But take a look. What are you going to do defensively? You got gassed at the end of that second quarter. So now you've had your halftime, and they've been good in third quarters, yes. And that's what they're going to need. They're going to need that energy and that boost and see if they can turn Emery over to go get something. You're still just in a 2-possession game. Not a big deal. You don't have to worry about the comeback game yet. And so come out, execute your defense, make sure you get back to rebounding, holding them 1 and done, and chip away at this lead and give yourself a chance. If you're Emery, go back to doing just execute.
Looking at Yeah, no warm-up here for Canyon View. They're just going to come out and play, but they took the full time to rest, as mentioned. And keep an eye on Maya Nichols. Had 14 in the third quarter of that JUAB quarterfinal game.
They've got to figure out how to get her going. Can you seal the zone and get a skip to her? Can you get her to even a screen to get her downhill?
Spencer drives it, goes Cutter Vargas. Right side, Nichols. Skip it over. Turnover. Jensen's got it.
They did hit the top of the paint a couple times, but
beautiful pass in transition. They're going to call a travel as Nielsen. I want to see the replay of this because I didn't have a great angle on it here. Let's see. They get her the ball, the spin, the dribble. Yeah, that's definitely a travel.
Got that big hesitation in there, but out in transition, she's rim running.
Another bad pass and turnover, and then Vargas just says, that is mine. She's going to take it left side and score.
And that's what they needed. You got to have Vargas, and she did it. She's put them on their back. She does it again right there with that steal.
Emery goes middle to break the press. Curtis left side with it. Back to up top, Jensen. Jensen with the ball, gives it over left side, back to Jensen. Pumps with it, goes middle to Nielsen. Caitlin puts it on the floor, sends over in the corner. Open three, Gordon, buckets.
They set the top of that 2-3 down on the high post, and by doing that, that left her wide open. It took them forever to see it, knocked it down.
Nichols baseline, Jay, no good box out, comes into Gordon. How about Cabry Gordon, that 3-and-D element she brings to this team?
You can use the guard at the top of this 2-3 zone to go. It looks like they're going to shift out of that after that.
Really swift pass through the hands of Nielsen.
That was a good defensive change, and that's where you see that steal come from.
Nichols has got it right side, looks to attack off the dribble. Bounces low to Emery. She turns, shoots, banks, and scores. Emery Miles.
They finally dribble under control, get right close to that lower drop zone, and that allowed the drop in from the post. Good movement off the ball to get her a good, easy basket.
Jensen going to move up top to Gordon. Gordon swings it over right side, Curtis. Curtis goes middle to Nielsen. Free throw line extended, puts it on the floor. Pumps, takes it up for two, banks, and scores. So, no, it's always, this doesn't sound obvious, but it's so nice when you see a player who knows her strengths.
And Canyon View playing behind her, so she's getting post catches right there in those strength areas.
Nichols, that good taking advantage of haven't seen them score a lot off this press.
And they got over the top of it, and she went right to the hole from the right side.
Jensen, low, Nielsen pumps, takes it up again on the left side.
Just play and catch over the top of the presses, these two teams.
Potter's got it.
You can do it again.
Skip it left side, left side to Spencer, up to Nichols. Maya, right-hand dribble, gets to the 10 again, no. And we're going to get a ball staying here as Emery Miles took a tumble.
Yeah, Guyman came into her back awfully hard and sent her to the floor. Made it pretty easy for the officials to call.
Peyton King in. Miles is going to sit.
The game moving fast. Coach Braunhorst quickly making some rest spots. It looks like Coach Faimalo doing the same.
Vargas drives it, puts up the shot. That's over the backboard, out of bounds to Emery.
And they allowed her to take a long, exaggerated step there. She got herself just too deep. When you're driving, you got to be able to know where you're at, keep your head up, stay under balance.
Megan Stilson in for the Spartans. Jensen comes to the basketball, left-hand dribble, picks up said dribble, skips it middle. Stilson looks to attack, sends over in the corner. The pump fake from Guyman, sends back to Jensen. Trying to get that into Nielsen. Jensen takes it herself, scoop, no. Good box out inside by King.
She three-quartered more on Caitlin that time instead of standing behind her.
Nichols to the 10, scores it.
Like her coming out of half. We talked about what the third quarter she had yesterday. Here she goes again, and she has gone straight to the rim, finishing strong.
Guyman left side, Spencer mixing it up. We'll get a tie-up.
Nice job by Maley to get in, knock it loose, and then dive on it. But I like the passing up to Nichols. They've got Nichols on the pass-ahead spot on that sideline transition, and they've hit her really well here in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter.
Gordon sends it low to Nielsen. Send back corner, Jensen. Good hezzy drive, baseline, throws up a wild shot. No, but guess who's there? Caitlin lays it in.
So tough. I just don't know how long you can just stay playing behind her as she is changing, just constantly having the impact on that offense.
Vargas had it stripped and then just goes to take it right back. We'll get another tie-up.
And she's been this way ever since, but Vargas knows where the ball is, and she will suck in on it anywhere. She's tougher than nails.
Checking back in is Addie Hurst, going to replace the sophomore Guyman.
Finally got the baseline out of bounds call in.
Spencer pounds the rock, trying to go Nichols, goes left side Vargas. Back in Nichols, baseline jumper off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. Emery saying, or Canby thought it was tipped. Officials are going to have a conversation.
That's what they say, no.
Coach Faimalo was trying to get a timeout in.
He tries hard. Nobody.
It's loud in here, but I've heard.
No.
They should. Yeah. Anyway, we'll take the timeout and be back here on TeamHype.live and KSLSports.com.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people. And many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
This is Nate Christensen at Zions Bank. We're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. And with a branch right around the corner, we're here for you wherever you are. For all your personal and business banking needs, come visit us and let us show you how Zions Bank is for you.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back, 30-23 Emery. It's been the Caitlin Nielsen show here in the third quarter. What are you liking out of her?
The touches she's getting from her teammates,
right.
And then she knows how to finish. She does a really nice job, just stays patient, works that left hand.
Stilson with it, Potter out on her on a one-on-one, crosses over left side. Good handling of the ball from Stilson, nearly loses it. Open three, no. Offensive rebound, Jensen just wanted it more. Candyview standing around a little bit. Ball goes over reverse corner three. That hits the side of the backboard, and we're going to get a loose ball foul against the Spartans.
Yeah, Maya Nichols did an excellent job boxing out and put it Cabry Gordon in a tough spot. Cabry kept trying to pursue, and they got her for over. Coming too far. She got a 7-point game, that 3-possession game.
Ball goes middle to Vargas. Crosses
up
over.
On the ball. Usually that means people are wide open.
The drive, the jumper from Nichols. No. Good contest for Nielsen. Might have even gotten a piece of the ball.
They had 3 clear up, did Emery. Canview not able to capitalize on that and get over the top of it like we saw him do a little earlier.
Stilson goes middle. Jensen sends corner. The drive, give it low to Nielsen. Caitlin turns, draws the foul. So good going to her left.
That's where she's going to go all day long. She came over to get the catch flash, and as they came post defense, just playing straight up behind. And they try to take that left shoulder away, but she just takes, as you lean into her, she'll just go ahead and get through you and get a foul. Good post play by Caitlin Nielsen.
Misses the first of 2.
One of the few times we see her catch over there on the right side, but it was a good flash as Canview's gone into a man, and they've just changed their action a little bit. She flashes over to get the post catch.
Macy Sorensen in for the first time really all tournament. As the second one drops, 31-23, Vargas splits, goes middle, poked away, Potter recovers, gives to Vargas. Vargas attacks the paint on the right side, right hand finish.
It's tough. Emery was in there, walled up. Great finish by Vargas.
Stilson gets it over to Nielsen. Nielsen bumped out front, sends back up top to Stilson. Steps into a 3, gonna wind up, strong off the rim. Jensen skies for the rebound, sends back Stilson, left side 3 on the way. High arcer, looked good. Good box out by Macy Sorensen. It'll be a foul on Guyman, and those are starting to pick up for her. Or Gordon, excuse me, not Guyman, Gordon. That's her second.
And it's catching her the same place on the box out. She's kind of just wrapping around, going for the rebound, but Canview holding their position well to get that.
Spencer with the basketball, right hand dribble, swings it over Vargas. Ball goes right side. The bounce low from Blackner. Vargas open triple. Strong. Rebound loose. Spencer collects. Flips. Can't finish. Rebound inside Blackner. Big bucket for Canyon View.
Big offensive rebounds. Maley getting that one to get him going, and then that set Blackner up for a good spot where she could keep it high.
4-point game. They go to Nielsen high. Blackner fouls. Team foul number 2 on Canyon View in the period.
She's gone a little bit three-quarter here and there, but when you're playing from behind, if Caitlin's going to the ball, you're not going to be able to knock it loose. She's staying in front of it. You've got to make sure that you don't go through her and get that foul.
Maya Nichols back in.
You've just got 2 fouls on Canyon View as a team and 3 for Emery.
Nielsen left side, hands Jensen. Push shot for 2 right at the rim. Rebound Vargas. Skip it up ahead to the right side to Nichols. In the corner, Spencer. Open triple. Strong. Rebound Jensen. Emery's going to push it here. Gets it over right side to Hurst. Hurst to Nielsen. Tipped and then off her hands. It's going to be Canyon View basketball.
The ball is going back and forth. And Emery's not loving that one.
That was clearly off her hands.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what the official said. He's like, no, she hit her there. So Emery back in their pressure. Maya, watch her work down the right side. She gets up in that pass ahead, and they've used it well because they get this give and go, and then they usually send her out. There, come on.
Vargas, a collision, a blocking foul. I think this is going to go on Nielsen.
Man, I said there weren't many fouls, and then all of a sudden we started seeing them just adding up.
Just the first on Nielsen. We talked about that in pregame. She had foul trouble in the championship game a year ago.
Not right now so far. She has played a very clean game. Been good for her. They bring Cowley in, and she's going to play that high post area right now. Miles still on the bench.
Right side, skip to Nichols. That's going to be a foul on Nielsen, just running through the screen.
And we said for right now, and she quickly gets one. They sealed that. I like the little skip call. Just a good classic zone play. Bring the ball over to the side, have the 2 seal the forward and the guard. Skip 2 for 3, and just overdoing it right there. Nielsen pushing through the screen.
Shorts from Sorensen. On the year, Sorensen just 2 for 4 at the line, hasn't shot many.
Quickly into the bonus goes Canyon View after I say that, not too many fouls.
Second from Sorensen is good, so she splits the pair, true to her average. 31-28. Jensen goes middle to Nielsen. Cowan is in the game. Jensen now with it left side for the Spartans. Right side, the pump fake, the drive from Stilson. Gives to Cowley. She's going to take the 15-foot jumper and swirls it in.
I like her willingness to shoot right there. She caught. Everybody was going to watch her.
Vargas attacking, loses it through the hands of Potter.
And that's what you're asking with that pressure. All you want to do is just make you go too fast.
My apologies, that was not Potter. Potter's checking in because that was through the hands of Blackner. Emery basketball, Jensen to trigger in.
Denial right there, causing some problems.
Stilson on the sideline, Sorensen hounding her. Poked away from behind by Sorensen, ends up in the hands of Blackner. Potter gets it up court, right side Vargas in the corner. Open 3, Spencer off the bench, it's no good. Tip out, Nichols has got it.
Sorensen's down on that diagonal, good kick out.
Vargas, that 3 does not fall. Stilson goes and gets it.
Canview still not getting anything to fall from that 3-point line.
Skip it over, open 3, Gordon no, Nielsen rebound on the left side and then off her knee, Potter deflected it just enough.
See a little frustration coming, Canview getting a little momentum. See how Emery can settle it down. Or if Canyon can finally start to score a little bit.
Vargas splits through on the left side. Hounded by Jensen, gives to Nichols. Now back to Vargas, 33-28 Emery. 1 minute to play here in quarter number 3. Potter catches right side, goes corner. Sorensen ball fake, back up top Potter. Skip to Sorensen in the corner, they go low. Cowley fouls, that's an easy call, and that's going to be 2 free throws for Blackner now.
Canview coming out at half. They're finally starting to try to get those post catches. That one turns out to be a benefit foul. As Maya had flashed in, they missed her on the initial flash. Ball moved back and forth. Good job to dump it back into Blackner. And got a good foul coming through her.
60% on the year for Blackner, no good on the first.
That 4 out, flashing into the gaps action is good for Canyon if they pass the ball like that. And then they also gave Vargas that beautiful 3 That's a beautiful inside out. You'll take that all day.
Second, good. 33-29 with 50 seconds to go in the third. Jensen to send in, goes to Stilson. Stilson, left-hand dribble, Vargas on her, fouls. Canyon View does have 2 to give. Interested to see.
So 11-second difference to the shot clock.
First on Vargas, the other player we talked about staying out of foul trouble.
And this year, from what we've seen, she's done so much better at that.
Crossover Stilson, looks to get to the 10. Tough shot, no. Rebound Blackner.
Callie gave a great screen to give her that chance.
Vargas left side with it, takes it up, no, but a foul. 2 shots for Vargas.
The whistles have gotten busy.
Very. Second on Cowley.
Cut this down to a 1-possession game if she can drop one of these. Got 28 seconds left, so no more shot clock.
Vargas, good.
And they've gone to the rim so much better. That one was in transition, but they've gone to the rim through post catches. They've gone off the dribble. Second half been a lot better at trying to get down inside.
She'll get one more. 33-30, 28 seconds left in the third. 2 for 2 is Vargas. 2-point game, 33-31, 28 seconds. Nielsen catches, gives back to Jensen. Shot clock is off here. Jensen with the right hand, crosses to her left, now back to her right. Vargas deflects it. Jensen's got to go get it, and then Vargas just says, that's mine. And then Jensen, they call travel on Canyon View.
That was interesting after they've called all those other fouls. So you've got Emery with 16 seconds left to go. See if they can get Caitlin another really good touch. Canyon View in a man.
They go to Caitlin on the right block. Now she spins to her left, turns, fouled, and 2 shots for Caitlin Nielsen here.
As she comes around, anything close, they're going to go ahead as those hands on the side stayed up. Caitlin drawing another foul. 12 seconds left to go, so Canyon View's got plenty of time to go get something.
Nielsen hits a big free throw there. They're all going to be big down the stretch. Again, 74% on the year.
Does Emery go into their press to slow them down? They've been a little slower against it, so with those 12 seconds, you can get there and have a lot of good. But, yep, they come up and jam it, actually. Don't press.
Vargas, Nichols, pumps. Back to Vargas in the corner. Sorensen, triple for the tie. Buckets.
Good for Sorensen. She brought a ton of energy in the third quarter, and she's been shooting wide open shots. She got one to drop to tie this up.
34 apiece. How you like it in a state title game. Fourth quarter next here on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking's #1 investment has been dependable truck drivers like you. That's why they provide their drivers with an opportunity to earn up to $75,000 a year driving state-of-the-art equipment. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers in Utah, San Pete, Sevier, Juab, Millard, Beaver, Iron, Carbon, and Emery counties. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Fourth quarter. Canyon View 34, Emery 34. 8 minutes left of regulation.
Canyon View attacked the basket so much better in that third quarter. Big third quarter. Being aggressive, tying it up.
Stilson comes and gets it.
This man defense has been good for him.
Trying to get it to Caitlin. Fronted. They get it to her. The soft double comes. Open three. No. Long rebound to Nichols. Gets it to Potter.
She boxes out really well.
Canyon View has not led this entire game. Chance for it here. Spencer played a whale of a third quarter. Gives to Potter. Now back up Nichols. Nichols looks low. The catch from Blackner, the turn no, rebound inside to Gordon.
Just walled up, took care of business.
Jensen with the left-hand dribble on the left side, trying to get that into
now
Nielsen.
They're fronting. That's the first time I think I've seen them front.
Stilson in the corner, deflected by
There's
Spencer.
no backside help if they can see the lob.
And Spencer ties it up.
Went in with two hands. That was fun to see. Moving down in there. This ball was brought right to the middle. They broke down ball body man as it comes in. Maley sees it and just ties it up.
34 apiece, 7:04 to go. Vargas back in the game. Blackner remaining out there at center. Spencer goes to the far side, Nichols. Nichols fakes, jabs, sends back, deflection, Stilson.
They pinned and dropped down, got long, and that didn't let the ball reverse.
Jensen with the right-hand dribble. Pulling it back out for Emery with 6:43 to go in a tie game, state championship. Right side, Stilson uses the screen, backs it up, gives now to Nielsen. Left side with it, Jensen. Comes off the screen into a three, off the back rim, rebound Spencer.
Canview's man defense is slowing down Caitlin's touches. The ball pressure's working out.
Nichols three, no, rebound inside, Gordon. Jensen now brings it across, right side. The drive here from Gordon. Gets to Nielsen low, turns, hooks, banks, no. Tip, controlled inside by Blackner.
One of the first times that she's turned on that from the right going left.
Transition, Nichols lead to Canyon View for the first time tonight. Timeout by the Falcons. We'll take it right here on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
In the fast-paced world we live in, every second counts. Whether it's staying productive in your home office or enjoying entertainment with no buffering. With CentraWave from Centracom, experience ultra-fast, next-generation, reliable internet that keeps your whole family connected. CentraWave by Centracom. Fast, reliable, everywhere. Get connected today. Visit www.centracom.com/CentraWave or call 1-800-427-8449.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Spencer the steal, ball on the ground. Vargas has got it. Another timeout called by Canyon View.
She got on it, saved that possession. That'll drop it down. She had 4 coming into the fourth, so that'll trim it down to 2 timeouts left. But what about Maley Spencer diving on the ball after it goes loose, and then Vargas doing what she does. Those two love to go get a ball when it's loose. Able to save that possession and get it back. Emery got to figure out a way to get some momentum back as Canyon View's come out, been aggressive here in the fourth quarter, really the half, and got Emery sitting back on their heels. Against the man, the action is starting on the right side. Caitlin is flashing over there, and the catches have not been the same as when she's been staying patient on the left block and getting the catch. See if they try to adjust that and get her catching the ball back more over the left side. Canyon View brings Miles back in. She's been off this whole pretty much half.
Yeah, played the first couple minutes.
Sorensen gave excellent bench minutes. Came in and just worked her tail off, exactly what you need off that bench.
36-34 Canyon View. Spencer will send in.
They tried running a 1-4 high last time. It got pinned and kind of trapped down low, and they turned it over.
Vargas goes left side. Nichols pumps, sends back to Vargas. Skips Spencer right wing. Feeds to Miles on the right block, doubled. Spencer takes it baseline. off the leg of the Spartans. Guyman kicks it out of bounds.
Emery will take that dump and drift pass away better than most 2-3 zones. They did not let Grantsville get any of it, and right there you see it again. Instead of dribbling out of bounds, she just threw it off of her legs.
Spencer goes outside Vargas. Now back to Maley. Corner three. That one drops. That's a 2 again. Second time she's towed it for 2.
She put some good time into being able to catch and shoot that coming off of the pass. Just kind of gives it out, runs out, gets the catch, and throws it in.
38-34. It's been all Canyon View the last few minutes. Jensen deflected by Vargas. Right side out of bounds. It stays with the Spartans.
We had the wild free throw contest in the third quarter here so far in the first 3 minutes. Haven't had to worry so much about that.
Ball comes into Stilson right side with it. Nichols on her. Spencer will pull back out. New set comes in for the Spartans. 16 on the clock. Goes right side to Jensen. Jensen's going to come off the screen, deflected by Vargas. They go right wing with it. Guyman. Nielsen catches, sends corner. Open 3 on the way. Major basket from Cabry Gordon.
Paint touch and throw out. Great way to shoot that. Clock was running down.
Vargas left side with it. Skip it over. Nichols is open. Good closeout. The double comes. Back up top, Vargas. Middle, Spencer. Back in the corner. Maya, the answer. No. Long rebound. Inside to King, and she is fouled.
Another really nice look from passing to the flasher. They've done a lot better job this half as Maley steps in there, gets the catch, and then throws opposite for a really nice look. This didn't fall. I like how they do this zone. On the 1-4 low, they bring the guard down, so that's your extra player. Bring the guard down on the backside, because so often those 1-4s start with a lob out to the ball side, and Emery knows that, and so you watch how they put their rover and just set that back so they take that pass away. But Canyon View had gotten some stuff with the little give and go there.
Vargas fakes, gets to the free throw line, needing some help. Nichols gives it to her. Looks to attack right side, hounded by Jensen. Vargas fakes it. Goes baseline to Spencer in the paint. Miles turns, sends it back out. Spencer, this one's a 3, and it's good.
Catch and shoot. They got the paint touch, threw it back out. That's working so much better than those side threes were early on.
Nielsen gets it back over to Stilson.
We talked about that momentum shifting. Emery has not figured out how to get back, so Coach Faimalo knows that it's time to get a timeout.
We'll take it right here on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
From Commercial to Recreational Truck Accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back, 41-37. 4:03 to go.
Need a little Coach Faimalo magic. We saw it yesterday. They got a lot of good rolls.
Gordon with it on the left side. Dumps low. It's too high. Recovered by Jensen. She'll look to attack. Trying to feed Cowley. Stilson's now got it. They front Cowley. 9 on the shot clock. Nielsen's got it. Gordon off the screen. Step back triple. Off the rim, no. Vargas falls to the ground with it. Deflected by Jensen. Recovered by King. Now to Vargas.
King with a fantastic defensive possession there. Back, front, just took Cali away.
Nichols with it right side. Gives it top Vargas. Looks low to Emery. Goes back to Spencer, and Spencer touches it on the end line. It will go to the Spartans.
I don't think she expected to get the ball. Sometimes these Falcons don't always pay attention to what's going on right there. And the pass, she wasn't ready.
Nielsen comes and gets it up ahead Stilson. Stilson to the rim. Bounce pass. Cowley bank. score.
Great job, and that's, you talk about preparation. Grantsville prepared them for that, ran over and get one, so now they're going to return the favor. But Maya's not in the same spot.
Skip ahead, Vargas, left side with it, is fouled. Jensen saying, I got all ball. Official begs to differ. That's just team foul number 2, though, on Emery. Canyon View has not committed a foul here in the fourth.
Nice in the fourth quarter. We didn't have that just whistle blast that we had in the third. And of course, that's about when I told him last time. It was about with 4 minutes left to go.
Skip it over. Spencer up top. 3. Nichols in and out. Rebound. Jensen's got it.
Just enough to get that miss. They mainly jumps up and they said, back off just enough. Don't get you a foul.
Nielsen sends out Jensen. 2-point game. Back to Nielsen. Leans in. Denied by Miles. Emery with a great rejection. It stays.
Fun to watch
Emery
Miles
ball.
work through that one. She wanted to foul initially, reaching for the ball. She backed herself off, and then she worked, got walled up. Good adjustment.
Stilson with it. Gives to Nielsen. Skips corner. Triple. No. Rebound, Spencer.
Got away with digging in on Nielsen and just gambling if you dig that hard.
Vargas pulls out, 2:21 to go. Canyon View with a 2-point lead.
Gambling that she's the bigger threat, and it worked out that time because he got that rebound. Looks like Coach Braunhurst pulling out into a 2-1-2, maybe a little slower. Oh, there's the flash.
Spencer goes corner Nichols. They go low to Miles. Miles skips over. Vargas up top, Spencer. Now Vargas, 6 on the clock. Nichols jabs. Spencer drives. Bounce low. Miles scores it at the horn.
And that's the best execution they've done all game long. That ball moved both sides of the floor extremely well, and that off the ball inside movement was fantastic.
Stilson, Cowley has it deflected. Sends back to Stilson. She'll drive it left side, put it up, fouled, and 2 shots coming for Megan Stilson here.
Good attack. Got the touch into Cowley. Got the kick out, so the closeout was coming just a little bit high and leaving that left side open. And she was strong enough with her left hand to go and take it. The closeout was very right-handed.
Big shot, Stilson, no. So we'll see a couple subs here. We're going to get Hurst and Guyman back in.
Emery has 2 fouls to give, so they can play extremely aggressive this next possession. And the shot clock will keep them in place. They've got a couple possessions.
Stilson 0 for 2.
Even if Canyon View goes all the way down, they can still get the ball enough just here in a 2-possession game.
Ball back up top to Spencer. Skip it left side, Nichols. Back up top, Spencer. Lobs low. Power dribble. Shot no. Rebound fought for on the ground. Timeout.
Timeout right there to save that possession.
30-second timeout. We're keeping it here.
Love diving on the floor, getting it and having the heads up to call that timeout, protect the possession before Canyon View could come and tie her up, because the jump ball did favor Emery. Either way, it would have been theirs, but saving that jump ball to face them later on can come in big. Now you're down to 1 timeout for Emery, 2 for Canyon View. But if you're Emery, you've got to get a stop, because now you're down to 1:17. So you're still just a 2-possession game. You can use the shot clock on this one, and you've got to make Canyon View not get an easy look, and then you have to rebound. You've got to gobble that up, 1 and done.
1:17 to go. Canyon View's got 3 fouls to give. Emery with 2. 1 timeout left to the Spartans, just 2 for Canyon View.
I'm sorry, I described that last part wrong with Emery being able to get the ball. They've got to be able to break down the press and see if they can go get an easy one. They've been able to throw over the top.
Nielsen comes to the ball, catches on the right side, goes middle, Stilson. 43-39, minute 13 to go in this 2025 3A state championship game. Stilson with it left side, gives it back up top to Hurst. Hurst jabs, comes off the screen. Jensen, triple, hits the shot. They're going to say the foul happened before the shot.
Yeah, they were screening Melee, and I'm pretty sure he's got her running through it. Yeah. So she blasted through that screen. Oh, no, it wasn't Melee. It was Vargas down. Was it Nichols?
It was
Yeah,
Nichols.
it was Nichols down there. Melee's the one that came out, so I thought it was her, but no, it was Nichols down there.
Stilson into Nielsen, power dribble, sends baseline, the 15-footer short, rebound to Spencer, gets it up to Vargas, under a minute to play.
And now they can force him to foul with layup only. If you can get the layup because they come too high, go get it.
So the first foul occurs out front.
And that just puts them at 3 team fouls. So stay aggressive, get underneath it if you can and get a layup, but don't shoot anything other than a layup. You've got a 2-possession lead, 10-second difference in the shot clock. And with these fouls that they've got to get, it's going to get a lot tighter on that shot clock, so it really shouldn't be a difference in the game anymore. Emery can't use it.
Ball into Nichols, hounded by Stilson, crossing over. Stilson reaching, they don't call the foul. Nichols sends corner, Potter's gonna shoot and hit.
And as long as it goes in,
that's right,
it's just fine.
Right side with it's Gordon. Loses it for a moment, sends it back up to Jensen. They go low, a foul on Miles. Now they have him to give, not the worst foul.
That momentum we talked about shifting and Emery not being able to figure it out. Canview hitting those shots like that big 3 from the corner right there, just keeping their momentum running. This man defense has been really good for him in the second half.
Jensen sends over, Stilson pumps with it, drives in the lane, left hand, scores. Timeout to Coach Faimalo, his last, as it's now a 5-point game with 18 seconds.
Definitely had to use that last timeout, get the clock stopped. As you squeeze that back into a 2-possession game, you've got to be able to communicate out because you've still got to give one more before you get into the bonus. So you just as well go trap hard, see if you can get a turnover, come down on the ball, see if the officials end up letting you take it out of their hands or whack it loose. If they call it, it's okay. And then you got to set up again, and you've got to basically know now who are you going to send to the line for this Canyon Falcon team. So you may look on that second foul, you may look, and we can talk about that, but who catches, because it really doesn't matter who catches right now. Just go get a steal, go get the ball.
Canyon View had 15 at the half. They scored 31 in half number 2.
And they got some good free throw shooters. So they've got some people to get into their hands. But really I like seeing Maya Nichols with her composure, get the catch. Vargas has been tough with the ball. Of course, Maley, she'll shoot some free throws.
Spencer and Nichols, the two you want to avoid if you're Emery. Both at 78 and 79%.
Good free throw shooter, so they're going to bring Miles right over here to the middle on top of the spike line. Kind of a safety valve. She has to go to it.
Nichols, ball's loose. Maya saves it to Vargas. She's fouled and will shoot 2. No, they had the one to give. My apologies there.
So now, if you're Canyon View, you got to deny the heck out of Nichols. And then where they've got her on the ball, then Spencer's not going to be the free throw shooter. So you've got Miles coming to the ball. Maybe let her go get it and foul her. Don't let Nichols get the catch.
Vargas fouled. 0.6 of a second came off the clock, so it's going to be 2 shot here for Bethany Vargas.
And so if you're Emery, you've got 14 seconds left to go. Obviously, you've got to have multiple possessions, so you don't need to come and just shoot a quick 3. See if you can get at the rim, but the trouble is there's no more timeouts. So the only way you can stop it is by a foul. If you're Canyon View, if there's under 5 seconds, just walk away from the ball and it's done.
Misses the first. She'll get one more.
And then Canyon View's off the line. It looked like Coach Braunhurst is putting them back on the line here. They do have fouls to give, so Canyon View in a great position. If they can go get a rebound, if they get a foul, that's okay.
Vargas splits the pair, 47-41.
Last time their token pressure was good. Make sure you don't run, don't side and ride. That's a little bit of that right there.
Hurst sends corner. Gordon skips back. Hurst spins. Dump it to Nielsen with 3, with 2 denied by Miles. And the road to the championship for the Falcons ends at Wolverine Crossing. Canyon View, your 2025 3A Girls State Basketball Champions.
Fantastic job. They got the momentum in the third quarter. Man, what a great third quarter, and they just held on to it and got it stretched out enough. And what a block by Miles. That's what we saw her do all day yesterday. She's had to take the bench a lot this game. Big stop to finish it off, put an emphasis on it.
Your final score, Canyon View 47, Emery 41, as the celebration about to begin for the Falcons here at center court.
Wow.
And for the Spartans, a phenomenal season yet again from Coach Faimalo.
They really have. They've done a great job, and they led this game all the way almost through the third quarter. Canyon View able to shift the tide and start getting those transition pieces, got at the rim, changed the way they were attacking the zone coming out of half. We talked about them using the whole half. They did. They did a fantastic job, used it all, and got the most out of it.
Fresh off the press, stats from Brad James as we continue to bring you celebration coverage here on TeamHive.live. What do you have?
Canyon View ends up turning the ball over 17 times. They got another 9 turnovers, but they were able to turn Emery over this time. They went from 4 to 13, so they got to turn them over. That helped them out a whole lot. Total rebounds, you've got 26 to 36. Canyon View dominating the rebounds there in the second half, really cleaning up, getting a load of offensive rebounds. And here we go, they're going to give out that trophy. Championship trophy right there to your Canyon View Falcons.
5 seniors go and get it. And the Falcons celebration continues here at the UCCU Center.
This crew has been together for a long time. We talked about it. They've had a player graduate here and there, but that cohort, Coach Braunhurst, they have done it together, and what a great job.
Well, you talk about it, Dustin. This has been years in the making, right? We saw this group as sophomores down at SUU a few years ago. And, they weren't quite there, right?
Hard-working crew.
Yes.
But you could tell they need a little polish on them. And they got it here. You could see they've just gotten better and better. And I love the second half, how well they attacked the hoop. So then it was inside-out threes. They got a few to drop for them, and that made a big difference. Their shooting percentage went from 25 to 35, and from 0 to at least 14. They made 3 of 10 threes, and those were big. They needed to get a few of those threes. They got 3 of 10 there in the second half.
That's a big part of this, right? 0 for 11 in the first half. You got 3 of them. You win by 6. I mean, that was a huge part that they stuck with it. And they were better looks, right? That was a big part of it.
The passing inside sucks the zone in, so then you can step into your shot like you practice it all day, every day. So those threes, a whole lot better for them. The free throw line, they were able to get there. Canyon View 10 times, Emery 12 times. Emery just shooting 41%, Canyon View shooting 60%. So another area they edged up. They edged up with their rebounds, they edged up with their threes, and they edged up with the free throws. And that's what you've got to do coming out down in the second half to get a comeback. And it was only a 2-possession comeback. It wasn't like it was a lot. But got it going, and then they were able to get the rest they needed. Managed well by Coach Braunhurst, rotating her girls in and out, stayed aggressive, and man, they just carried the same momentum. That was fun to watch them get it and hold on to it. Really good effort.
Without question, as see the seniors coming up to cut the nets. Always a very emotional, fun tradition as part of this. Getting to be a part of that, getting a piece of that you hold on to for the rest of your life, whether you get it framed, whatever you choose to do with it. It's that physical remembrance, right, that you as an individual player get to keep. And we talked about this a ton in the pregame. We do every championship game that we do. But it takes so much to get to this point and then to finish it off. Your coaching staff, your support staff with your, whether it's, the training folks that help you out depending on where you're at, and that with your program, your managers, the players in practice. Everyone's going to get to take home a piece of this net because they are absolutely 100% part of this championship.
Yes. You see Miles getting her piece right there. Man, she had a great tournament. She did so many good things for the Falcons. It was tough to see her have to sit so much of this game, but she came back and put an emphasis on the end.
Well, and you look at these teams from years past, right? What were they missing? That strong interior presence. The guard play was good and scrappy. Now that guard play did improve year to year, but her leap from junior to senior year, that, I don't want to say alone, but that might be the biggest jump and reason why they're cutting down the nets right now.
And like I said, they all grew, but that size was huge for them. They needed that presence inside, and she brought it. She had some help from Blackner off the bench today. You just can't understate how hard she played, and she came off and filled a huge role, and that comeback came with Miles on the bench, with Blackner on the floor, and Sorensen. How about her effort off the bench? She brought all the energy in the world to bring that momentum to the Falcons. Everybody was working hard, but Sorensen comes off and gives what you have to have off the bench. She went and she wanted to dominate, and she did it.
Without question. As
hit that huge corner three.
Tell you what, bold strategy, Cotton, and let's say it paid off for Canyon View at that juncture of the game. And a big compliment, Maylee Spencer. Can't say enough about her senior leadership, right? Talking about she struggled offensively in the first half. In the first half it was not good in the first half, I can tell you that much. In that first half offensively, she was 2 for 8 and hit her last 2 shots, but started the game 0 for 6. Finishes 4 for 12, hits a big 3 in the fourth quarter. But what never wavered with her was the defensive intensity, was the leadership, right? That
Jumping
kind of
on
a thing.
loose balls, and she's just a turbo. She works so hard and gets after it and brings so much to this Falcon team. Did so good that way. You take a look at Vargas. She's another one of those turbos on the loose balls. Last night she gets the one down the corner to draw the foul. That was so big. Had an excellent game here, diving on the loose balls, making different things happen. And Cambry Potter, she played in the post when needed. She hit another 3, I think, there at the end. I think that was her.
Yeah, it was the big one. Yeah.
And she gave Canyon View just so stable, and she's always in good positions, makes a lot of good things happen here in the championship game. The Kings' physical play, I thought, was really, really good. She comes off the bench, very physical, gives great minutes as well.
Very underrated part of this tournament, and she did all 3 games. That was the thing. I mean, if
King,
you want
when it was go time, she came in.
We don't vote on a 6th player of the tournament like we do an MVP and things like that, but no question, King would be my best bench player of this tournament without question. And the numbers might not show. Oh no, when you watched her play, it was a team effort for her. Right place at the right time on both defense and offense, and always a good effort.
Oh, so physical and just knows how to get in there and make it happen. They were able to get Caitlin Nielsen over to the right side, bringing her back a little further from the basket, and a lot of that has to do with those gals that we've talked about, King and Sorensen and Potter. They were able to get in there and cause her problems. They doubled down, and Emery missed some of those threes from the double down, so that strategy, like you talk about, worked out for them as they had to kick out for those threes. And Canyon View ended up, there was a spot there at the end of the second quarter where the rebounding let up, but like we talked about, they won it in the second half. They came out in the second half, recalibrated, and made sure. And when Coach Braunhurst now up there to cut down the net, congratulations to her. She's done a great job with these girls.
Without question, put together a good staff, and again, built a program, right? That's one of the more impressive things. Sometimes you can look, coaches inherit. It's very different each year to year how that championship team was put together and the whole story about it. And she has just built it year by year and piece by piece as we get a very cool moment, a shot, sharing it with some of her boys down there on the baseline, which is a very, very cool thing for that family and for just all the families that have come joined the players and coaches and staff down here on the floor for Canyon View.
Celebration, like you say, you see her putting the net on them and getting a picture. That's what brings this together, the community, the battle. It's so fun.
Once again, your final score, Canyon View 47, Emery 41. Real quick, Dustin, want to take a look quarter by quarter numbers here. So Emery leads 12-5 after one.
They came out quick. I didn't know if they would have that, but again, I love Coach Faimalo bringing out that 2-2-1, press him. It got him that quick early lead.
Second quarter, Canyon View did win that quarter 10-9. Got a little bit closer, but didn't really end the half well. And then that third quarter, 19 in the third. We talked about Canyon View's been strong in the third quarter all tournament. That might have been where they won it offensively. Now, defensively, they were spectacular, holding Emery to 7 points in the fourth quarter. It was a 13-7 final period.
They just got better and better with their man defense through the third, and heading down into the fourth, that defense just got tougher and tougher, and it did hold them to just that 7 points. Caitlin Nilsson just couldn't get enough good looks with the extra help on her, with the way they're pushing her out and away.
Coach is going to come our way for an interview here, as we're going to talk a little bit about how this has all been built. We're going to have her come right. We're going to have her right here. Well, Coach, congratulations. First and foremost, what a couple of days of games. You guys had to scrap and fight all 3 days to advance.
Oh, yeah.
Against a couple teams that you split with, right? You split with Juab in the regular season. You ended up splitting with this Emery team. And correct me if I'm wrong, did South Summit win in the regular season against you guys?
They did.
So you've at least faced all these teams multiple times. You go 3-0. First, just take us through what these last 3 days have been like leading up to this crown moment.
Man, they've been crazy. When you get to this point, every team's good, right? You're going to play good competition. And we just came in with the mindset, every day is going to be a fight. It's going to be a dog fight. So we want to, every possession matters, every 50-50 ball, every jump ball, every loose ball. And that was the mindset we had all week, and I think that was the difference, for us. So.
You guys have been building this for a while, right? These seniors have played a lot. Me and Coach Shakespeare here were talking about it all week, that we remember these tournament runs you had when they were sophomores and juniors that came up a little bit short. How much did those moments from the past with this team define the future and now currently the present?
Oh, huge. I mean, every minute they've played basketball in their lives leads up to this. Coaches that came before and parents, these girls have been playing together for a lot of years, even before they got to us, and I think that's the first big thing. But yeah, last year we took 5th. The year before that we took 6th. So every year's been come in one place higher than we came in. Finish one place higher, and having that experience was huge, especially today. I think we understood what it was going to take, and it took us some time, but we figured it out.
Absolutely. You guys were really good third quarters every game of this tournament. You dominated the third quarter. What is it about this group that, whether it's just the halftime break or whatever was talked about in the locker room, what is it about this group that made them so resilient the longer the games went on?
Yeah, I always tell them they're giving me gray hair because of that. But I think it's the fight inside of them. This group especially, they know down the stretch, that's when they love to play. They like to get their hands dirty. They like to dive on the floor. They like to do all those hard things. And I think when the game's on the line the second half and you're time crunching, that they go, oh, yeah, it's time to turn it back on. So I don't know if it's just to spite me or what it is, but that's their thing.
Our cameras caught a very cool moment after the net was cut down of you sharing. Were those your boys that you were sharing that with?
Yeah, one's my little boy and one's my nephew, who pretty much like another boy.
Just like another son.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
Let's just wrap this up by talking about that. What that moment means for you, representing your family and the community down there in Cedar City.
Yeah, this one's big. The last one, 2006, Coach Hodson. Everybody knows Coach Hodson.
Sure.
He brought that one home. My grandpa and Coach Hodson were big fans. My grandpa officiated for 40 years, so I grew up at the basketball arena, watching basketball, watching Coach Hod. So for us to bring it full circle for Coach Hod, for the community, some of our players have moms that played on that 2016.
Very cool.
So it kind of put a perfect knot on everything this year. So,
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Way to build a program and bring it home at the very end.
Thank you.
Enjoy
Thank you,
as much as you can, and hey, best of luck moving forward. Next year starts tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it does. We'll be back at it next year. So
appreciate you, Coach.
Thank you so much.
Big thanks to Coach J.C. Barnhurst for joining us here this evening, as once again the Canyon View Falcons, your 2025 3A girls basketball state champions. We're going to wrap this thing up. A fantastic tournament here. Big thanks to my guy Dustin Shakespeare, producer Barrett Hilton extraordinaire. He's got one more to do before this wraps up. Dustin, real quick, just your final thoughts as we wrap up the girls' season here before we send it over to the boys.
Thought Canview made some really nice adjustments going into that man. Caitlin Nilsson not getting the catches on that left block nearly like she did in the first half. She had half their points, took that away, and that really helped the momentum get going. And then the girls kept going at the rim, unlike the first half. Good job by the Falcons coming out of half with a good adjustments. Now they're the state champs.
This game, I thought, was a perfect embodiment of what this whole tournament was. Scrappy. It was physical. It was well coached. A lot of good adjustments. We saw a lot of good X's and O's over the last few days. And at the end of the day, the team that just made a few more extra plays is the one who won. I thought that was the case for every game that was played on this girls' side of the bracket.
Absolutely. Last couple dives on the balls, ripping those jump balls out of their hands. Canview made it happen. That was a lot of fun. Good to do that one with you, Tanner.
It's always a pleasure, my friend. Appreciate you so much. Just appreciate our conversations we have throughout the season, not just about basketball, but about life and, you know, the wonder that it is. So big thanks to you. Big thanks to executive producer Barrett Hilton, our entire staff that joined us here with TeamHive.live. Too many to count that have made these broadcasts possible. We're going to send it back for a moment. We'll be rejoining Radioland here in just a little bit as the boys' championship is next between Morgan and Richfield. Once again, your final, Canyon View 47, Emery 41. You've been watching high school basketball on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school basketball action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.